We all give off body language signals all of the time. We can't help it. It's just the way it is. But how people read you, how people perceive you, a lot of that is to do with your body language. And if you can master one or two techniques and have better control of your body language, you will seem more confident and more powerful. In this week's video, I give you my few hacks as to how to hack body language. We all give off signals with our bodies all of the time. We just can't help it. And that's how people read our body language. It tells them a little bit about us. Now, on your way to confidence, on your way to being much more positive about yourself, body language is hugely important. So in today's video, I give you my little hacks as to how to hack your body confidence with your body language. In my post, Fear of Rejection, I mention body language and how important it is in helping anyone seem much more confident, especially you, my silver sisters. How we present ourselves to the world and those hidden signals that we give out is a huge topic. When properly used, body language can be your key to greater success and can build your confidence. When used properly, body language can help motivate and develop positive relationships with others. It has a huge impact on how you influence people. So let's get into how we hack body language. So hack number 1, ladies. Difficult, I know, but if you are a 5'3" woman, I want you to stand tall and take up a lot of space. Power and status and confidence are displayed non-verbally by the use of height and space. So wear your highest heels, ladies. Don't try and hide in a corner however tempted you are, and keep your posture as erect as possible, your shoulders back and your head held high. That will make you look much more sure of yourself, I promise. Sort of fake it till you make it, really. I'd recommend that you stand rather than sit if at all possible. This makes you look more powerful than those who are seated. If you move around and take up additional space, then you can also give the impression of power through that too. If you have to sit to look more powerful, sit fully erect in your chair, or alternatively I can't do it, but do this, ladies, on the back of your chair. We've all been in meetings when people have done that, haven't we? And if you have to and you want to claim a bit more space, spread your things around the conference table. It defines your area and helps give you a barrier between you and the other people, and that shows your importance and your status. Hack number 2. Widen your stance. So when you stand with your feet close together, you can seem hesitant and a little bit unsure of yourself, unsure of what you're actually saying. But when you widen your stance, relax your knees and put the center of your weight in your lower body, you look more solid and more confident. I suppose we could call it the Superman position or the Wonder Woman position, she said, demonstrating badly here. It's also good for the abs, ladies, so that might just encourage you to do it that little bit more. If you're standing and you want to look a little bit more photo elegant, do the slight side on with your sort of legs bent just a little bit, and that will help that posture too. Hack number 3, ladies, use your voice. Unfortunately for we women, we tend to have slightly higher pitched voices. And if you want to seem confident and authoritative, which is a difficult word to say, dropping the pitch, the tone of your voice just a couple of degrees can really, really help. Now, I'm not suggesting that you turn your voice into the baddie in a Hollywood movie. That's a completely different video. But by taking a breath and putting the tone of your voice down just a little bit, you can be perceived as much more authoritative. My suggestion is that you try and speak from your stomach rather than your throat. I know that sounds a little bit difficult, but it's back to those good ab exercises, ladies. It will help with your breathing and it will help with your tone. The other thing to remember is that not only during face-to-face meetings and presentations do we need to seem more confident, we need to seem more confident on telephone calls too. Even with the advent of Zoom and WhatsApp calling and video everywhere, we still sometimes need to make good old-fashioned calls. And in that situation, I think we sometimes forget that the other person can't actually see us. So your voice is the only tool that you would have in that situation. So take a deep breath, get a positive voice note down just a little bit, and then start the conversation. If you're trying to persuade someone to do something for you, or you want to come across as confident, it's certainly a very good hack. Hack number 4, ladies, maintain eye contact. Yes, I know you are shy and a little bit introverted, and it is difficult for you. You want to hide away and cover your eyes with your hair or your notepad or whatever. But in business particularly, people will expect you to maintain eye contact between 50 and 60% of the time. And I know that seems like a lot just now, but it comes across very naturally in the situation. So I have a little game. What I do is I promise myself I won't look away until I absolutely know what colour their eyes are and could tell somebody else. And if you want to play the advanced version of the game, you don't look away until they do. Now I know that seems quite scary and it's going to take a long time, but it doesn't in reality, I promise you. A good, direct, firm gaze is not only good for your confidence, it also means that the person on the receiving end of your communication feels much warmer and much more comfortable with you. It not just makes you feel good, it will make them feel good too. Hack number 5, ladies. Talk with your hands. So if you're in a meeting, use your hands as you would naturally, but try and make the movements a little bit bolder and a little bit brighter, she said, dancing at the camera. It will make you seem much more confident. It's an important part of communication. Just so that you know, and it's a really interesting fact, brain imaging has actually shown that the region of the brain that is important for speech production is not only active when you're talking, but it's active when we're waggling our hands as well. So it's an important part of that communication. Keeping your hands moving will actually sort of power up your thinking, and the use of positive and confident hand gestures will make everybody look, listen and learn from you, and you'll feel a lot better too. Hack number 6, ladies. Control your hands. What the devil, Wendy, you're thinking? You've just told me to use my hands. Now, what I mean by this is control those nervous gestures. It's very difficult when you are in a stressed or slightly awkward situation, and we all have nervous comfort gestures that we do, and sometimes we don't even realise that we're doing them. So try to control your hands. Hold your own hands or put them loosely by your sides. I would suggest that you try not to fiddle with rings or jewellery or your hair, and certainly the bobbing up and down, whether you're stood or seated, can be very distracting. So take a deep breath and control those gestures, those nervous gestures, if you can at all. It will make you seem much more confident. Number 7, ladies, smile. Put a big beaming grin on your face and smile. Not only will this change your internal body chemistry and make you feel better, it will make the people you are with feel much more valued too. The brain likes smiling faces, and it can recognize a smile from about 300 feet away, so the other side of a football pitch, I think. It will make you seem much more likable and trustworthy, which is important. And besides that, it will make your day much better, and the day of those around you that little bit better too. Hack number 8, ladies. Don't smile. Yes, I know you think I've lost the plot yet again, but this is equally as important as smile. As women, we are taught to be agreeable, taught to be pleasant, and that's fantastic. And I'm certainly not suggesting that we suddenly become disagreeable. But when we are in awkward situations or meetings or presentations and we don't understand something, or we disagree with a point that's being made, Often, in order not to cause offence, we smile, which is an encouraging behaviour, so it gives out the wrong messages to the recipient. So my suggestion is, instead of that coquettish little girl smile, which can be misread a lot of the time, that you either keep quiet, obviously raised lips, inquisitive face, or you actually ask the question or say you don't agree with somebody. It's a much more honest way of dealing with things, and in most cases people will be happy to explain or try to convince you of their point of view. It's just my take on it. We're not all there to please everybody else all of the time. Let's please ourselves occasionally, ladies. This is about our confidence. Hack number 9, ladies, give a firm handshake. Now, in the new world, post-coronavirus, post-COVID-19, I actually don't know if handshakes will still be par for the course. It may be completely useless. But if you are going to give someone a handshake, make sure that it's a firm handshake and you're being decisive about the action. Nobody likes a wet fish handshake, I am sorry. And it certainly portrays a huge lack of confidence. Touch is an incredibly powerful sense, and if you do get to touch the other person involved in the conversation, it can communicate an awful lot about you and make them feel an awful lot of things too. But as I say, I'm not so sure whether we're going to be handshaking in the future, but it's worth a point. Hack number 10, ladies, do it your way. There's tons of information out there on the internet, in books, etc. about body language. As I said, it's a huge topic. But what I would suggest is do it your way. Don't take on board anything that doesn't feel comfortable to you. There's an awful lot about power gestures and how you can change how people react to you, which is all well and good, and with a little bit of practice, it might work for you. But if you are trying to steeple your fingers, which apparently is a power gesture, while leaning on the back of the chair, keeping your feet firmly apart and breathing, you're probably going to lose it at some point. So if it's not a natural extension of your own body language, don't try and force it. Obviously, be aware of what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve, and the more you do it, the better you will get at it. But what I'm saying is, make it part of something you would do anyway. So go for the breathing, go for the feet flat on the floor, but don't tie yourself in knots. Do it your way. It's your body language. I hope you've enjoyed this little piece on body language, and I'm now terrified as to what my body is saying to you. But what I actually want to say to you is, please like this particular video, join my channel, or head on over to brainybiscuit.com. I'm also around on Facebook at the Brainy Biscuit. Now, if you're interested in exploring body language and how to help yourself achieve more, head on over to the Brainy Biscuit website, where I have a free hours video telling you how to get anything you want in this life. Go and have a look, check it out. I look forward to talking with you all very soon. So live your best life, ladies, and all I have to say for now is bye now.